Earground. New voices amplified. Earground. Earground. Keep your ears on the ground.
Hello, greetings and welcome to Earground, New Voices Amplified. And today we've got something more exciting. We usually talking about music most of the times, but today we decided to just focus on film because there's something amazing that is about to happen in Zimbabwe. And this is one first of its kind. So we're going to be unpacking the details a bit more, but I know most of you have seen this trailer that I'm going to play now. And then I get my guests to introduce themselves. So stay tuned, Earground, New Voice Amplified.
Bathi befika umhlaba wethu wahle watshintsha. Manje sokuyasala abaqinileyo o survive.
So welcome back. Thank you so much. I hope you saw the trailer, and from the trailer you're wondering what's happening. Yes, this is Zimbabwe, definitely Zimbabwe production called The Signal. And today I have the pleasure and the honor of being joined by the team behind the production and also part of the cast. So welcome guys, welcome to Earground.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
I'm loving the energy. I mean, these people. So maybe to introduce yourselves from left to right. I don't know which one is left. Okay, we start with the lady.
Start with the lady.
Thank you.
Ladies first.
Right.
Hi, Claude, and hi, everyone. My name is Natasha Dlamini, and I'm an actress.
Great.
Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel Lasker. I'm an actor and a filmmaker, and I'm the director of The Signal.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tawanda Denga, aka Tawanda, best known for rapping, but I'm an actor and I am, a father.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Dumie Manyathela. I'm a filmmaker and actor. I play Z, The Signal, and I'm the associate producer.
Wow, great. Nice to meet you guys. I mean, super exciting. I already know Tawanda from the music circles, and I know Daniel because you've been doing amazing stuff. But I'll start off with you, Daniel. The Signal. It created a lot of conversation, but we'll get into that a bit more. What's the idea behind this? What's the signal? What signal are you giving us?
So basically what the film is about in a nutshell is The Signal is about a deadly sound that's transmitted from space known as the signal, and it corrupts the minds of all who hear it, turning them into soulless demons under its control.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah, it is a bit scary.
and the first Ndebele sci-fi. Were you ready for that reaction? I mean, there was a lot of reaction. People were like, oh, why are you putting Ndebele there? Oh, this is tribalistic and so forth. What was your reaction? How did you feel like when you saw all that? People were loving the trailer, of course, but also there was that reaction.
Well, it certainly was an overwhelming reaction. You know, I expected it, but also I did not expect it. I knew that when we were on set, you know, filming it, and even when before we filmed it, when the ideas and basically the whole concept was taking place, I knew that we were making something really special, something that had never been done before, especially being an Ndebele sci-fi. So naturally, myself and my whole team, we knew that, you know, there'd be a big reaction. But you know, when it happens, when it actually happens, it's always going to be different from how you expect it. But we've been loving the journey so far.
Wow, awesome. Before I speak to the rest of the guys, I mean, you mentioned making something special there. You've been part of some amazing productions. They've been doing film not only in Zimbabwe but on a very international level. Maybe just a glimpse into that before we talk more about the signal.
Yes, so I mean, my filmmaking journey, it started here in Zimbabwe. You know, as I was still in high school, I started making my short films and I got my friends involved. And over time, the projects got bigger and better. They started to win awards at international festivals. And then when I finished high school, I moved to Cape Town to work in the film industry that side. And there's a lot of international projects that film there, you know, American projects, British projects. And I was very blessed to get the opportunity to act in several of them, most notably the HBO Max sci-fi series Raised by Wolves, where I was in season 1 and 2 of that, acting alongside Travis Fimmel and many other big stars. And that was a really incredible, mind-opening experience. I also recently got to play the United States President Abraham Lincoln. I got to play his son in a History Channel show, which was also a big honor and a big learning experience. I was a part of the British TV series Noughts and Crosses, and several other projects. And you know, it was a eye-opening experience stepping onto each of those sets. I learned a lot, and you know, it's been an honor to be able to bring that knowledge back home to Zim and use it in building the industry this side.
Which is something that I found quite interesting there, because a lot of people, when they make it out there, they'd rather stay out there and continue to make their name and do stuff. But you decided to come back home. And how did you guys connect? Did you guys know each other before the signal, or the signal brought you together?
No, we knew each other before the signal. Natasha and I, we worked together on one of my early short films called Red Mariah. I needed a really strong female actress in that part. And my assistant director, Nigel, he showed me Natasha's photo and said, I think this could be your girl. So I hit her up, and she did not disappoint on set. And
slid into the DMs.
I slid into the DMs. But no, she was amazing on that, and that's why I continue to work with her. Tawanda, he hit me up to act in one of his music videos, and we started our creative relationship then. And he's got such great energy, you know. So I absolutely love working with him. And Dumie, I did a video of the Joker. That was one of the first things I did. I did an impression of Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight, and Dumie saw it on YouTube, and he slid into my DM.
Now we see our social media is, I mean,
you know, it brings people together.
Yeah.
So and we work together on Red Mariah and several other projects. So you know, we've got a strong family here, creative family, and we like to keep growing and keep sharing, and you know, it's a wonderful adventure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And for you, Natasha, was this your first time, I mean, acting, or you already have got an acting background?
So this was not my first time acting. I have an acting background. Then this was different on its own. So yeah, I've acted in Gomorrah, and
Wow.
this
This is dope.
Yeah.
This is dope.
And I also featured in Queen Sono.
Hey.
So those are the notable ones that I've done, and also the Signal, the big one. So yeah.
But I mean, it's quite interesting, because you say these things like, you know what, I acted in Gomorrah, I did Queen of Son, and I'm like, these are major projects.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioning it like so lightly, like
She's a humble girl. She's a humble girl.
wow, that's quite interesting there.
Yeah.
Tawanda,
Yep.
you crossing from music to film, is it something that you have thought of, or you already imagined seeing yourself?
Actually, Plot, you know what? Film has always been my first thing. That's my first love. Like, I was in drama when I was still in primary school. you know, and so that was my first love actually. And only when I kind of grew up, that's when I started doing music, you know, venturing into music, because it's something that most of my friends were already doing. So because of the circle that I was around, I ventured into music, you know, because I actually started off by doing hip hop dancing at some point, and we did hip hop dancing competitions, things like that all over Zimbabwe, you know what I mean? Got into that. So after the dancing experience, I then ventured into making music for people to dance to. And then after that, I realized that, you know what, no, as much as I love all this other stuff, this is not who I really am, you know what I mean? And I would always stress this dude. You know, he doesn't even remember that I was actually on Red Mariah.
No, I remember.
I was actually like, all three of us were on this.
They were all
on it. We're on with different roles. You know, my role, you don't even like. You literally have to look for me when you.
It's there. Like, now you're playing a leading role.
And the day Dumie called me, because for Red Mariah, actually Dumie is the one who called me. He's like, yo, bro, I need you to play a part where you're going to be part of my gang, you know, can you get some more guys to be part of my gang and stuff like that. And so when I got to the set, I saw this dude. I'm like, yo, Daniel, bro, you remember me? We did a video together. He's like, yeah, bro, no, I remember you, bro. I'm like, yeah. So listen up, bro. Anytime you do something, make sure you hit me up, because I want to be on your project, because I liked his creativity, you know. So I think for me, acting has always been the main goal. But I just didn't have the right people to work with. So when I started connecting with Dumie and with Daniel, it made sense for me to, you know, to really get into it full force. You know, not that I've left music, but acting and Dijon.
But are you still doing music though?
Yeah, no, I still am doing music, but I've put music on the sidelines for a bit, because I think the signal is going to take like a lot of my time. And I've, you know, ever since I got into the acting thing and really started putting myself out there, I've actually kind of started getting more roles, and, you know, more people, you know, literally headhunting me to say, hey, dude, we want you in this, we want you in that. So I'm still doing music. I'll probably be releasing a single very soon, but I won't be doing it the way that I used to do it, where I'm releasing a full body of work. You know, I'll probably be doing like singles or EPs, you know, something that is manageable. But yeah, I'm still doing it.
Awesome. Dumie, production and acting, is it something that you went to school for, or it was a passion calling?
Well,
not Java.
Football. Well, I actually went to school for it, because I went to Chino University of Technology, did Bachelor of Science in Creative Art and Design. So there are different courses like photography, graphic designing, etc. So when I was doing my first year, my then Dean of School of Art, Dr. Perry, was in the middle of, well, he was working on a production. And then he was my lecturer for photography. So, you know, photography and cinematography, it's more or less the same thing, because it's all about composition and telling a story within a frame. So that's when he recognized my talent. So I'm actually glad I bumped into him, because he triggered my passion. So since first year in 2014, I've been working like the behind the scenes, behind the camera on productions with him. 2016, I did my attachment at ZBC Harare. And my final year, I specialized in film. So I guess film and TV production, it's one thing that sets my soul on fire. Like it makes me happy. It makes me happy, regardless of the challenges that it comes with. But I just enjoy it more than anything else.
Oh, awesome. And when you're looking at the signal, Daniel, it's not common that, I mean, we see sci-fi films, not only from Zimbabwe, but also from Africa. And I've seen a few, but how much complex is it to like put up a sci-fi film, especially in the context of Zimbabwe, where the funds are limited, the resources are not there? How much money did it cost you guys to do such a film, resources and everything?
Well, certainly sci-fi, it's not an easy genre to make by any means, but I think, you know, the beautiful thing about being a filmmaker here in Zimbabwe, what I've learned over the years is it forced me to grow in ways that I wouldn't have grown if I had a lot of resources at my disposal, like, you know, as if I was in a Hollywood environment or even in the UK. Because you know, we really had to learn how to make films with limited resources. Even if you're making a drama in Zimbabwe, you know, you won't have as much resources as you'll have anywhere else around the world. So it kind of forces you to develop a Swiss Army knife of filmmaking skills, for lack of a better word. And that came in handy big time on Making the Signal, because it may look like we had a Hollywood budget, but I can assure you we did not. But with all that being said, the other thing when it comes to sci-fi is your other limitation is just your imagination. You know, how big you want to think, how creative you want to be. Because the beautiful thing is, budget and resources aside, you can do anything in that genre, you know, because it's literally it's your imagination coming full throttle to life. So what I really loved about it was, you know, we had a really small but passionate team. And because we had that energy of, right, we're doing something that's never been done before, everyone delivered 150% of their energy. And that allowed for, you know, the shots to be better, the acting to be better, just everything. It was a creative symbiosis with everyone on set. And it shows in the end product, you know. So we kind of took our disadvantage and turned it into an advantage. And that was a beautiful experience.
Awesome. But why the use of Ndebele? I know, I mean, it's not a question coming from me, but I know people asking, oh, why not use English?
Because it's been done, man. You've seen so many English sci-fi movies. Why? You know, we're making a film here in Zim. Like, it would be stupid. It would be counterintuitive to do another English. You know, like, let's do something new and fresh and celebrate what's actually here in Zimbabwe. You know. And it sounds dope when you watch the film. You're hearing these guys great, but you figure, you know, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
And what's the goal? What's the vision? Like, where do you hope to take this film?
All over, man. So the roll-off is starting here in Bulawayo because we shot it here. And then it's gonna spread across Zimbabwe and then international film festivals. And the journey's still just begun, you know. We're already developing the next project. But yeah, man, it's exciting. We're just continuing to work. The work never stops.
Wow. And to the cast and then the team, how do you hope the signal to change your lives? Is it something that you envision as a defining moment for your career? Natasha.
Okay, of course, Flood. We have so much hope in the signal, but not just for us, but for a lot of people, you know, out there, for a lot of people who look at us and they say, you know what, I can relate with Natasha, I can relate with Daniel, I can relate with Tawanda, I can relate with Dumie, because I guess for all of us, and I think that's what really strengthens our bond. It's the fact that it's not about us, it's beyond us. It's about changing lives, you know. We want people maybe in 20 years time to look back and say, you know what, they did this groundbreaking movie. So it means that it's possible for us to do it as well. So we are paving way for other generations to come.
Come on, this is deep.
Amen.
This is deep. Yeah, amen.
The signal, to be very honest, it has. It has totally changed the landscape of how film is done in Zimbabwe, first of all, and in Africa. Because one of the things that I've realized about, I mean, just the hype that was around, first of all, the poster, before we even go to the trailer.
True.
Yeah, the hype around the poster showed that already there's nothing of this nature that has been done in Zimbabwe. I mean, I had people from all the way in the UK, America. I actually have a friend right now who's traveling from Russia to come and watch this thing, you know.
And
It is, you know what I mean? I mean, she could have just said, no, guys, you know, I was my plane ticket money, there it is, you know, and we would have appreciated the plane money. But you know, when someone has to travel all that way just to come and experience this thing, says a lot. You know what I mean? So the signal has already started transforming lives and mindsets, because we are coming out from a place where film for a very long time has been done a certain way. And now film is going to start happening in a way that challenges the narrative, that pushes the status quo, because we refused to remain there. And, you know, I appreciate people like Daniel, I appreciate people like Dumie and Natasha for, you know, for allowing themselves, you know, and you know, just for allowing themselves to be part of this, because what it is about to do, the world is going to focus, is going to zone in on Africa, on Zimbabwe, because now we are giving them a product that competes with Marvel, you know, and it's being produced at a literally very nothing budget, according to their standards.
According
to their
standard,
So, but when you have something that equals a standard with a lesser budget, they have to look into it. So for me, I think it has already done that. The process has begun, and that's what the signal is. I mean, even listen to the name of the film, The Signal, bruh.
Dumie, for the city of Bulawayo, what do you think is going to do to the city creative-wise?
Well, basically, I think, well, first of all, The Signal, I believe it is a living manifestation of destiny. So to the city of Bulawayo, it's going to unlock a lot of creators' minds and their imagination to actually shift the whole dynamics of how African stories are supposed to be told, to shift the narrative. Like, it's channeling or pioneering a new narration, a new way of telling stories, that it's all about being authentic, being true to the story, because at the end of the day, you are selling emotions, and the only way to sell emotions is to be relatable. You check out. So I strongly believe that Bulawayo is going to be the Hollywood of Zim. You know what I mean? It's going to be the capital city of entertainment. By all means, it's going to be the city I'm speaking. Hey, hallelujah! I mean, Bulawayo is going to be the city that will specialize in film and TV. So I believe that The Signal will be that launch pad for
It is
Bulawayo.
The Signal.
It is the
signal.
Signal we've been waiting for.
It's metaphoric.
Wow. Daniel, what kind of support would you think, or would you want to see coming through towards film in Zimbabwe? I know there's been talk, there's no support, there's no whatever, but you guys defied all of that. You created. But if things were fair and equal, what would you envision in terms of just support that could be extended or availed, be it from the government, the corporate sector, and the citizens towards film?
I think so. The first thing is, okay, first of all, the important thing, which we've already started doing here, is not waiting for permission from other people to create your things. Because if we were to have sat around and said, we want to make The Signal, the sci-fi film, but there's no money, like, and we just waited, it wouldn't have been done, you know? So it takes people, especially in these early stages, to just start doing the things, right? Once the things are being done, people will pay attention, and they're starting to pay attention now. So now the next step is this support, like you're saying, not just from corporates or government, from the people, by the people showing up and supporting, showing their enthusiasm, their energy. That's what helps build this industry. Because what is the industry? It's comprised of people and fans, people's energy, excited, wanting to be there, wanting to witness what's going on, wanting to participate in it. So you know, for Zimbabwe, if we want an industry, it's important that Zimbabweans support it, and they're excited about it. And you know, corporates, they can see that there's a big opportunity here. You know, we've got a lot of eyes on us for this project, and a lot of people are excited for something new and different. And it's now up to them to make their next move, because we're making our moves.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And what should people expect at the launch? What would you say to somebody who has not got their ticket as yet?
Oh, you're gonna miss out if you don't have your tickets, eh? The Friday night, the VIP premiere, you're gonna be entering Sci-fi world. It's gonna go down, guys. I mean, we've got the red carpet, we got the lights, the photo shoots, everything, the movie. We got a Q&A session afterwards where the audience can interact with us. It's really gonna be an amazing experience, and Bulawayo has never seen an event like this. Never, ever.
Wow.
Nope.
Are you at liberty to disclose, before we close, are you at liberty to disclose how much the film costed, like, to produce?
No, not at this point in time, my brother. You know the saying, a magician never reveals his secrets, his magic tricks, unfortunately.
I like that. I want to see more magic. Oh, wow, guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I know you're busy right now, especially just before the premiere, but you took time to actually be on Earground to tell us about this. And I know the next time that I'm going to be reaching out to you guys, it will be like, hey, okay, speak to 3, 4, 5, people until I get to Natasha, because you guys will be global stars as you already envision, and you're setting the signal. This is a signal, I think, for Zimbabwe as well. I think this is a defining moment for film in Zimbabwe in so many ways, to get a sci-fi film done in native language, with subtitles, of course, for those that are worrying that you also have subtitles, but something that is shot on location by young people, young Zimbabweans, with little resources. I think for me, that's like really an inspiring initiative that you guys have there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
5 years from now, where do we see you? Are you guys going to be working together, or this is the end of the production?
No, never. We're always gonna be working together, guys. Come like this. The journey's just begun. It's just the start.
I told Daniel a long time ago. You stuck with me. Yeah. Like I told him, he stuck with me. And
what's next? I mean, what are we seeing next? Do you guys already picture the next step, or after the signal?
Absolutely. I mean, well, to be honest, the feature film is currently in development. So that's going to be our next project. This short film is going to serve as the inspiration, as the proof of concept, as the launch pad for the next big step. So it's not over for us. It's not over for the signal. It's still just beginning.
Not over for Bulawayo.
Not over for Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe
again. Wow, thanks a lot. Great. Wow, it's been awesome. I mean, it's been fun. I would want to continue talking with you guys because of the energy. I love it already. I think it speaks into what we're expecting on Friday as the film premieres, but we're also to see the film online. I know a lot of Zimbabweans are hoping. Is it going to be online?
Definitely. So we're going to be rolling it out here in Zim first, then it's got to go to international festivals over the next few months. But once it's done that whole circuit, it will be made available online for everyone to watch as many times as they want, because they're not just going to want to watch it once. They're going to watch it again and again and again.
Again and again. Thanks a lot. Well, thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. I've been speaking there to Natasha, Daniel, Dumie, and Tawanda, and we've been talking about the film, The Signal. This is the team behind and in front of the camera for the film, The Signal, which is a sci-fi film. First of its kind, the first Ndebele sci-fi film, and possibly one of the first, in Zimbabwe. Amazing stuff. I'll play the trailer once more as we end the program. But my name is Plot Marco. It's been awesome. Until next time, I'm out.
Bathi befika umhlaba wethu wahle watshintsha. manje sokuyasala abaqinileyo o survive.